Trust is the best way for you to grow your wealth. Hey, I'm your host, Brett Swarts. In each episode, I'm joined by some of the best financial independence and passive income wealth advisors in the world, where they share their ideas, deal stories, and inspiration. So together we can make complex tax deferral strategies simple and passive income plans achievable. Hey, I'm excited about our next guest. In fact, he is an entrepreneur, business coach, a speaker, #1 best-selling author, and he can be seen on Fox TV and multiple media outlets. He's the president of Genius Visionary, and he's the managing partner of Capital Street Investments, LLP, and the president of Gifting Boutique. And he is here to share his knowledge with us about business, about entrepreneurialism, is about growing your wealth. Please welcome to the show, Krishna Mohan. Krishna, how are you doing?
Good, Brett. How are you?
Hey, better than I deserve, and it's nice to have you here. I see the background of what I think might be the San Francisco Bay Bridge, although I think you're on the other side of the country, Washington, D.C., Maryland area. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm from D.C., yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. But maybe you like to get out west and come visit us over here, because I'm in California, and it's a little warm these days, but San Francisco is pretty nice weather.
I like San Francisco, so that's why it's behind me.
It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. Great. Well, thanks for being on the show. And would you give our listeners a little bit about your background and your current focus?
Yeah. So I come from a corporate background, been there for over 20 years, worked for 3 Fortune 500 companies. Worked in middle management, sales, senior management kind of roles, and eventually got into several startups, helping them, growing them, and then got a chance to work in 10 different industries. And then I got my own views, my ideas, my ideologies, and my own understanding of business. And then I thought, okay, entrepreneurial is my path for my success. And then I started my own business, and back in 2011, started an IT company and sold the company. And then 2015 started, Genius Visionary, and then it's a business consulting firm. I run this business. I'm also a business coach, and we have a couple of interesting services for business owners within this business. And I'm a managing partner of Capital Street Investments, a real estate company, and I'm also into women retail fashion business. Right now, focus is primarily helping business owners to reach their revenue goals, all kinds of goals. So basically helping small business owners to succeed in their game. That's my primary focus at this time.
Excellent. And with that, we focus on the show for capital gains tax challenges that people are facing when they're selling their business, real estate, or other highly appreciated asset. So I'm curious, what's the biggest frustration you, a client, a partner has faced when it comes to capital gains tax deferral strategies or options thereof?
Yeah. So I'm into acquisitions as well. We also help businesses in the exit strategies. Not once, many times, this is one of the biggest challenge, and, because it goes back into the timing. When do I really want to exit, from this, multi-unit apartment building, or when do I really get out of this business, and what would be the right strategy for me to get out of it? What I realized is most investors / business owners, they have less knowledge about this subject. And all they're looking at is the best price for their, best bang for the buck. And, I got a great offer. I need to sell this. And then what they're not realizing, the impact, it's not about what you make, it's what you keep. And then the only obvious choice that they consider is 1031 exchange. And you have limited time frame, and you're under pressure. And I mean, I saw in 2 cases, one on a business, one on actual apartment building, they could not meet the deadline. They're all over the place. You have to cut the corners, and it is a challenge. I see all the time because I'm in a business where we are always advising the business owners. So it is extremely important, I think, as a wealth building strategy that they're looking for a permanent solution, which I think my clients are always looking for, such solution. I can say that, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, and then likewise, that's kind of our story for a lot of our clients before they meet
Yeah.
us. Either A, they don't have
Yeah.
clarity on the options, and or
Yes.
B, they're just so focused on the emotional part of selling the asset that they built up for years, right? And it's their blood,
Yes.
sweat, and
Yes.
tears in their real estate or business. And they're so focused on the acquisition of their sale that they don't
Sale.
necessarily plan as well as they could have. And then, of course, the
Yes.
1031, right? They're in the 45-day, I call it the 45-day 180 rat race, right? Where you're just sprinting ahead looking for a deal, and you're hoping that your deals don't fall out of the ones you've identified, and you're hoping that you can make a good
Right.
deal with the seller. And so at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's like, how do you take off that pressure, right? How do you escape from feeling trapped, forced, and to make just
Yes.
quality decisions based upon the intrinsic value of a business or real estate, rather than letting the tax tail wag the dog, the deal dog. So, any other thoughts on that, or is that a fair summary?
Well, it's the bottom line that matters at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if you understand this part of the puzzle, the capital gains part of the puzzle, then even the way you structure the deal will change. The way you're going to structure the deal is going to change, and sometimes you may get better terms because you're able to put it in a perspective. So it becomes a negotiation tool when you're sitting on the table. If you have a proper understanding and have this strategy in place. So I see that to their advantage. If they know it, if they don't advantage, then it would be to their disadvantage. It's
Exactly.
the same
And if you
thought
don't,
rate.
then it just becomes the opposite.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's my take. Yeah.
Yep, and we're going to dive into more of that and some deal stories as well with you on the full interview. And so this is just kind of the introduction. But that being said, for folks who want to connect with you right now, what's the best place for them to find you?
The best way they can connect with me is Krishna@geniusbusinesscoach.com. That is Krishna@geniusbusinesscoach.com. And they can always visit my website, www.geniusbusinesscoach.com.
Excellent. Perfect. Thank you so much. And for our listeners who are listening, if you're selling a business or real estate, or you're looking to clarify your capital gains tax deferral options, you can also reach us at capitalgainstaxsolutions.com and look for the full interview to drop here soon on iTunes and all the major Spotify and different sources there. And please share and subscribe and rate and review. We really appreciate that, to share this knowledge so that a friend, family, or client of yours doesn't get caught in a 1031 that they don't want to be in, or caught paying tax that they could have deferred, but they need to be early in the process again. And so make sure you go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com to learn more about that. And with that, we wish everybody well, and